find out which one.
Just realized. Oh, it's 46.
That is probably Susan reading my handwriting because I handwrite.
So can we just,
You can just announce, or I can.
I'm not going to be the whole dinner.
I'll announce that it's the correct words will be in there. And it's not far away.
You just know they're going to be like, this is not going to
Oh, I know. I know. They're going to talk, but I think it's I handwrite everything. She, and at that time is when Jesse called me and we was talking about it. So I didn't have time to sit there. Susan was like, what's this? What's this? So I did the first one. So she probably just does my I have to work on my meditation. I think that he contacted her. I'm not too sure about that chain of events. I think he contacted her and I'm not quite sure. I think it that kind of went around checks to let people know what was happening. So it would appear that it was coming from Catherine and Erica. I had already spoken to Jessica. Thinking that had something. I think she was like, keep going.
Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm Teresa Poole, and I have the honor and privilege of being your worship associate today. We welcome everyone here and online to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Roanoke, and we also have a special welcome for anyone who is joining us for the first time. We hope that you will stay after the service and enjoy coffee and some cookies in the fellowship hall. One thing we like to do for the people who are online is welcome them. We like to turn around, wave to everybody, wave into the camera. And we would also like to acknowledge that our church is on the land of the Tutelo and Monacan Indians. Although they are no longer here, we also want to honor the people of color, African Americans and other people of color who worked this land to make it the beautiful area that we have now. Our minister is the Reverend Walter LaFleur, and he is taking a much-needed rest today. He had a very busy Christmas day, had 2 services that day. Or I guess it was Christmas Eve, sorry. Today, our speaker is our own Anna Tulu. She has almost finished her seminary education and training. We're very proud of her and are thrilled to have her with us today. If you would now join me in reciting our words of welcome that are projected on the screen. Whoever you are, whomever you love, however you express your identity, whatever your situation in life, whatever your experience of the holy, as you come seeking love, your presence here is a gift. Whether you are filled with sadness or overflowing with joy, needing to be alone with yourself or eager to engage with others, all who welcome all are welcome here. And now we share our covenant. We commit to supporting each other with respect and direct communication as we work in community to explore spiritual growth and to be a force for good in the world. And Carrie?
Our opening hymn
today is number 360, and the words will be on the screen. It's also in your hymnal if you'd like to look. So let's all stand and sing.
Of Lifespan Faith Development is going, sorry. Catherine, our board president, is cracking the whip.
Hi, everyone. I'm Catherine Hoffman, president of the board, and I have a message from Reverend Walter. He says, about a year ago, I announced that I had been diagnosed with lung cancer. Since that time, I've been treated with immunotherapy. It is no longer sufficient, so I have now started chemotherapy. As I navigate the impact of these treatments, we will adjust my schedule accordingly. Over the next several weeks, the board, the staff, and I will be continually assessing where we are and making any needed adjustments to continue the well-functioning of this church. Over the past year, I've very much appreciated your thoughts, prayers, and well wishes. I'll continue to do so. And let me just add that phone calls are too much for him right now, but he would welcome cards.
Let's take a moment. If you are inclined to prayer, or simply send love to Rev Walter, who means so much to so many of us. It is good to be together.
It is good to be together, and it has been a long time for me. And to see many new and also familiar faces. The swirl of December festivities has had me reflecting on how many of us gather for the holidays in our families, in our communities. And we journey to some central location, a place of worship or a family or friend's home, and we open our own home to others. And within the home, there is another gathering point. The center is traditionally the hearth, especially in the wintertime. That hearth is the heart of activity. For some of us, that's a fireplace, and others, it's the stove or the microwave oven. It offers warmth and nourishment. In the fireplace of my home growing up, there's a flickering light that invited us to share stories and dreams and to connect. At my parents' home, they have this wood stove, and frequently there would be a pot of stew or a tea kettle bubbling away on it, ready to warm our bellies. There are comfortable spots nearby with pillows and blankets for cuddling up, card games, crafts, all available to us to take the space we need to nourish ourselves and each other. And children and adults alike would each take their turn, offering wood to feed the fire, ensuring sustaining light and warmth. And in a way, we do this feeding of the hearth every time we gather as a community to worship. When we light our chalice, we are honoring the light each of us carries within us individually, and as we gather our lights together in one place for worship, we honor the light and warmth of our community, of our deep connections to one another and all of creation, and our shared values. So today, as we celebrate the coming of a new year, we want to welcome those of all ages and all identities to our hearth. Whether you are reveling or reeling from the fullness of the season, or holding yourself tenderly, we invite you to make yourself comfortable, get cozy, grab a blanket. There's a whole basket full of blankets in the lobby, and I invite you to grab one and cuddle up. There are also stuffed animals. There are support items and activities and crafts for all ages out on the rainbow table. So find your ease. Pull up this morning. This is our hearth, our circle of kinship. I invite you to gather in and feel the glow. Add your spark to the fire and make yourself at home. Join us as we sing the chalice lighting words.
Oh, I get the coziest spot in the room, and I'm going to invite folks who are young or young at heart to come up and join me. My name is Jessie, and I use they, them pronouns. And today I have a book that Anna actually introduced to me. It's called The Birthday of the World. It was written by Dr. Rachel Naomi Remen, and it was illustrated by Rachel or Rochelle Sumter. And I have a very fancy new way of reading books. Usually I have a print copy of the book, but we're going to read this one off of a device. I know, stand back. Really, we're really reading it off of a device because why not? The last Sunday of the year, use some new technology. And for some of you, it's not that new, is it? Yeah. So I'm going to read the words and then turn it around so you guys can see the illustrations. Our first one is this illustration right here. It looks super cozy. When I was very small, my grandfather was my favorite person in the world. He called me by a special name, Neshumala, which means little beloved soul, and he knew many, many, many stories. When I turned 4, he gave me a very old story called The Birthday of the World. It goes like this. In the beginning, there was only darkness. And then a great ray of light ended the darkness, and the world was born, the world of 1,000,000 things. It was filled with light. Then something unexpected happened, and the light of the world broke into millions and millions of sparks of light. These sparks fell everywhere. They fell into everyone and everything. Looks a little bit like fireworks, doesn't it? They fell into all the people, boys, girls, moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas. They fell into all the animals, dogs and cats and guinea pigs and rabbits. They fell into all the fish in the ocean and all the birds in the sky. They fell into all the plants and all the trees and into all families. Now, we may have to zoom into this illustration when we get upstairs. And they're still there today, hidden in everyone and everything. This is why you were born. And I was born, and everyone was born. We were all born because we can each find the spark of light that's hidden in everyone and everything. We can become its friend. We can feed it and help it grow bigger and shine more brightly. We can help it grow so bright that it becomes visible once again, one spark at a time. But Grandpa, I asked, if the sparks of light are hidden and we cannot see them, how can we find them? Ah, Neshumala, said my grandpa, we can't see them with our eyes. We can only see them with our hearts. Only your heart can see the spark of light that's hidden in everyone and everything. We have probably more than 4 eyes. We have our heart as an eye, which can encompass everything. When we're kind to people, or listen to them, or believe in them, or love them, or help them realize their deepest dreams, we help their spark grow bigger and brighter until their light shines out and fills up the world again, one spark at a time. Would you say this one's also pretty cozy? And when it does, your own spark grows bigger and shines brighter and brighter. So the world is not broken, Grandpa? The light is still there? My grandfather smiled fondly at me. Yes, Neshumala, the light is hidden, but the light is still there. It will always be there, and that changes everything. This is the story of the birthday of the world, and it was given to me, and now I give it to you. It's not just my story, it's your story too. One spark at a time, we can change the world back to the way it was at the beginning, whole and filled with light. Now, we are working on a movie. What are we in the movie? Does anybody remember? We're gnomes. And in this movie, it's called Looking for Light. And the story is very similar to the story of the birthday of the world, because we all have that light inside. We're going to go upstairs and we're going to make a few plans. We're going to make a little bit of the movie, and we'll have the illustrations available for all the big kids who might want to see them later. Let's go.
Go now in peace, go now in peace. May the light of love surround you everywhere, everywhere you may go.
I have missed Jesse's stories. Our reading this morning is taken from a poem, The Miracle of Mourning by Amanda Gorman. This poem was written during the earlier days of the pandemic. I find them relevant to many situations, however, when the world seems bleak, when we turn on the news, when we have conflict in our families, whatever is happening in our lives. Sometimes a shift can help open a new way. We thought we'd awaken to a world in mourning, heavy clouds crowding, a society storming. But there's something different on this golden morning, something magical in the sunlight, wide and warming. We see a dad with a stroller taking a jog. Across the street, a bright-eyed girl chases her dog. A grandma on a porch fingers her rosaries. She grins as her young neighbor brings her groceries. While we might feel small, separate, and all alone, our people have never been more closely tethered. The question isn't if we can weather this unknown, but how we will weather this unknown together. So on this meaningful morn, we mourn and we mend. Like light, we can't be broken, even when we bend. We ignite, not in the light, but in lack thereof, for it is in loss that we truly learn to love. In this chaos, we will discover clarity. In suffering, we must find solidarity. For it's our grief that gives us our gratitude, shows us how to find hope if we ever lose it. So ensure that this ache wasn't endured in vain. Do not ignore the pain. Give it purpose. Use it. Read children's books. Dance alone to DJ music. Know that this distance will make our hearts grow fonder, and from these waves of woes, our world will emerge stronger. We'll observe how the burdens braved by humankind are also the moments that make us humans kind. Let each morning find us courageous, brought closer, heeding the light before the fight is over. When this ends, we'll smile sweetly, finally seeing, in testing times, we became the best of beings. I would like to start our homily exploration by hearing from some of those here. What are your traditions, the things that you feel compelled to do each New Year's, either New Year's Eve, New Year's Day? I invite you to shout them out, and I'll say them into the mic so everyone online can hear also. Oh, cleaning the house. If you need extra luck this year, you can come to my house, Neenan. Jane shares, making resolutions that she does not keep. Black-eyed peas and rice. First thing in the morning? Anytime. Okay. Just sometime during the day. Got it. Thank you.
Calling out whatever we're doing and saying that we're going to be doing it for the entire next year.
Calling out whatever we're doing and saying we're going to be doing that for the entire next year. Okay. Any others? Kissing someone special at midnight, or as close to midnight as some of us can muster. Any?
Calling friends and people that are far away and enjoying the love.
Calling friends and people we love that are far away and enjoying the love in our life. Yes? Going for a walk in the woods. Yes.
Having a martini or two while cooking dinner.
There's some support for that one. Having a martini or two and cooking dinner. Everyone's going to Tim's house later. Thank you. A lot of these customs have to do with orienting ourselves as the year turns toward what's most important to us, or what we want to have happen in the coming year, or what we want to not have happen in the coming year. Some of them are just about luck. Black-eyed peas, for instance. Good fortune, it might be a charm against hardship. But still, most of these traditions are a way of centering. And that can be a tricky business, depending on what it is that we're centering. Take New Year's resolutions, for instance. Who here has made New Year's resolutions? Show of hands. Whole lot of us. Okay, that's a good spread. Who here has broken a New Year's resolution? We knew Jane's answer from before. Yeah, me too, a lot. And often our resolutions hinge upon habits that we want to leave behind. Things like maybe watching too much TV, or fighting with a sibling, or doing things that are harmful to our bodies. Or they might be about picking up habits that we want to adopt, reading more often, or exercising daily, or what have you. And these can all be good things, and sometimes they're really good things. And I know a lot of you have it really together, probably more than me. So I want you to bear with me for a moment. Sometimes, some of us approach our resolutions with this attitude. If I can only get, do, quit, achieve this one thing, then I'll be happy. If only I can do better, look better, be better, then. Can you hear the sadness in that line of thinking? When we do that, we are placing our happiness, our capacity for contentment outside of ourselves. And for those of us, myself included, who have fallen into this pattern, it's as if we won't be able to see our own inherent worth and dignity unless we're perfect. It's as if we can't recognize the light of our own spirit within us. And there are a lot of circumstances that can make it challenging to us to recognize the light of spirit in ourselves and others. Some of us have experienced bigotry and bias, both in giving and receiving. Some have experienced emotional or physical abuse or violence, or have long carried a hidden shame. Some fall into destructive, supremacist patterns of either-or thinking, which serves only to push people apart, each dehumanizing the other. And some of us have received messages, many messages, that we are not enough. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's not true. Any of these, and many more circumstances, can cause a veil to come down within us so that we hide and forget the light within. And I want you to take a moment and just think and hold this lightly. Have you ever struggled to see the light of spirit within yourself or someone else? Have you ever struggled to see that, to perceive, to remember? What has kept you from perceiving that spark in yourself, now or in the past? What got in the way? What has kept you from perceiving that spark in someone else? Or in a group of people? And I don't want you to judge. We're not judging. We're just acknowledging and allowing ourselves to become curious about that, to hold it loosely. Is this serving you? Is it something you could release? I love so much the story that Jesse shared, the birthday of the world. And I promise I'm going to tie this in, especially now at the turning of the year. In the beginning, there is the dreaming darkness, infinite potential, and out of that dreaming dark, light is born, bringing contrast and action. And the light grows and grows. It grew so bright that it burst into a shower. A shower of infinite sparks. Just as stars scattered across the night sky, so these sparks scattered through the whole of creation and the carpet. According to the story, every being carries within a spark of this sacred light, a seed of the divine, and with it the capacity to bring dreams into the world and to bridge the eternal and the mortal. This is the story of Tikkun Olam in Jewish tradition, which translates as world repair. Now, some describe this work of world repair as trying literally to put all these broken pieces of light back together, but others don't see the light as broken, only scattered. And the work of world repair is about recognizing the light within ourselves, recognizing the light within others and all beings, and coming to know, remembering that the light within all of us is already one. And so we are able to grow into wholeness. The light is not broken. Our connection can be broken when we cannot perceive the sacred spark that has always been within us, when we cannot recognize the sacred spark in another being. We are not broken, but our relationship, our connection can be. It can be severed by an illusion of separation. And the remedy, the warmth and assurance of wholeness, of connection, is not somewhere outside of us. It is here at the center. The same light within all of us. When we connect to this spark, though we may inhabit many different bodies, still we gather at the hearth of spirit. Tikkun Olam. Now, there is a traditional yogic chant that is a personal favorite. It goes like this. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Sung or spoken in Sanskrit. It translates roughly to, may the whole world be filled with peace and joy, love and light, and may I contribute to that light. How powerful are those words? Not only do I pray for peace and joy and love and light and equity and compassion and justice, but I will contribute to these things. The spirit within me cannot remain passive. It cannot help but to overflow, to spill out into my actions, into the world. There's another word in Sanskrit that also deals with light. Does anyone know it? Any guesses? Catherine knows it. Namaste. One word, 3 syllables. To hold a world of meaning, and it translates roughly this way. When I say namaste, I am saying that the light in me perceives and celebrates the light in you. I recognize you. I perceive the sacred spark, and I honor our connection, that the light we each carry is one. When I say namaste, I am waving at you, spirit to spirit, and I am so filled with joy that the light within me grows bigger and brighter, swelling until it cannot help but burst forth and scatter into the world. In 1,000 acts of world repair, born from love and connection. And so every moment holds the potential for a new creation, a new year, a chance to find the divine love that resides not outside of ourselves, but within and amongst. Every moment holds a chance to swell and spill the light ever more broadly, scattering like stars through our lives. Amen. Ashe. And blessed be. our hymn, fittingly, is number 118, This Little Light of Mine. I think you might be able to catch on to the words. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Building up a world, building up a world. I'm gonna let it shine. Building up a world. I'm gonna let it shine. Building up a world. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Just the last line. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
As all of us know, the work of our church requires a lot of time and talent from our congregants to the work that we're doing in the community. And as we collect today's offering, know that your gifts will go towards furthering that work.
Good morning. My name is Sally Garber, and it's my pleasure to represent the Caring Committee this morning. I take this chance to remind you that if you have a joy or concern, please take the time to let a member of the Caring Committee know or the office know, or write it in the Caring Committee book in the morning. During the week, this book lives by the name tags, so you have a chance to get at it there too. I also would like to take this opportunity to ask you if you would like to help the Caring Committee. We would love your assistance. You can do things like give somebody a ride to the doctor or prepare a meal. So if you're willing to do that, please drop me a note or give me a call. Thank you so much. This morning I have one concern to share with you. Jane Harrison took Spike to the VA emergency department early Christmas morning. He was diagnosed with a twisted bowel for which he had surgery. Spike has since then been transferred to the Veterans Care Center, so he will be there for quite a while, I suspect. So please keep Spike and Jane in your thoughts and prayers. This morning, I also will give you the opportunity to light a candle if you have a silent joy or concern that you're holding in your heart. So please come forward and use both sides of the altar. Thank you.
I am sending you light to hold you, to heal you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. No matter where you go, no matter where you've been, you'll never walk alone. I feel you deep within. So I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. No matter what you feel or what you choose to show, I'm always there for you. And so I want you to know that I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. I walk the path with you. Go slow, dear one, don't hurry. I'll go just like you need to go. There is no need to worry, 'cause I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love.
May our prayers be heard and our hearts be restored.
The last 2 candles are lit for those who are not here with us today, and also for those joys and sorrows that seem either too small or too great to bring into this space. I invite you to find a comfortable position. Allow your feet to rest on the floor. And in an attitude of prayer or meditation, lift up your hearts and minds to that which is the God of your understanding, that which is greater than you, be that community or nature, the cosmos, or God. Offer up your thanks and your wonder, your grief and your longing. Know that we come to this place because we can be all of these together. We can hold it all. All will be held. Amen. Ashe, and blessed be.
And for the worship associates, it's really very nice when Anna is our guest minister. She does all the work. Okay. Okay, our announcements for this week. We have a guest speaker next Sunday. Her name is Megan Mizak. She is a librarian at the Gainesboro Library. And when Jim Crow was going on, and also urban renewal, the librarian at the Gainesboro Library saved a lot of the history. So it's going to be a very interesting talk. Also next Sunday, we have a special collection for the SARA program. SARA program is Sexual Assault Response and Awareness, and that is a very needed service in our community. If you would like to make a special donation, I think it would be very welcome. It's very worthwhile and important service. If you're not able to attend next Sunday, we can use the portal on our website to make a donation. And believe it or not, those are the only announcements today. So we're keeping it simple to finish our year and start another new year. And Anna, thank you so much. It was wonderful.
Our closing, I didn't expect that. Our closing hymn is number 346. I know it says 345, and that is because I left all the information for Susan on multicolored sticky notes this week, and I don't have good penmanship. But it's 346. Come sing a song with me. The words on the screen will be correct. And please stand if you're willing and able and sing along.
Come sing a song with me. Come sing a
sit. I love sitting next to Catherine because Catherine knows all of the harmonies and sounds amazing. Not knowing that I was working on a service that involved Tikkun Olam and Rachel Naomi Remen's Birthday of the World this past Thursday, like 3 days ago, my friend and colleague, Reverend Jamie McReynolds, emailed me out of the blue these words from Rachel Naomi Remen, her book, My Grandfather's Blessings. Quote, "Every act of service bears witness to the possibility of freedom for us all. And every time anyone becomes more transparent to the light in them, they will restore the light in the world." May each of you become more transparent to the light in yourselves and in one another, especially when the world is fraught with injustice, war, disease. May we remember that we are all of us part of the stars, and like them, capable of scattering light through the lives of others. We extinguish our chalice with words from Elizabeth Sell Jones. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, nor the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Blessed be.